Yay! I can pretend I raced in, but I didn't because I didn't have control. Because Craig's running the show tonight.
Hello.
So I just do the introduction. I don't even know what.
Yeah,
oh, I know what we are. Okie dokie. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ideal.
I was going to say, pick one of them.
Show 92. I'll pick one of them first. Show 92. Show 92. 8 more till 100. I do maths. Look at that. Crazy, crazy. Tonight, we Rick and Richard are on their hollybobs. One of them might pop in, maybe. Don't know. Might do. But in their places, we have Rick, Riyadh, and Big Tom. Yeah!
It's been revised to Fat Tom. You know this. Yeah. Right?
No, that's not fair.
Me, Big Tom.
It's not. We're all fat, though. I think Scotland's been the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I feel as big as Tom now.
What? Speak for your fucking self. We're all fat. Look at me. I look like a fucking extra from Trainspotting who didn't make it.
Too thin.
Right, we're going to start off with the usual questions. I'll go to Riyadh first. Riyadh, how's your week been? What did you have for dinner? What are you vaping on? And finally had a look at Babe Station.
Do you know what? That's really good because I think it's last night. But I'm pretty sure. No, Babe Station isn't a thing anymore. It's more like
not a thing anymore.
No, it's. They're called something else, I think. But yeah, I had a look at a few tits jiggling about. Not really extracurricular activities, by the way. That's what this is for. The internet, not the show. What was the
How's your week
been? It's been very good. The shops seem to have done a complete sort of snowball.
Oh, awesome.
Which is good. So no complaints on that part.
Next question was, what did you have for dinner?
Curry. I had a chicken dansak.
Oh, good choice.
It was very nice. It was very nice. Maybe I should lay off takeaways for a bit, but you know how lazy we get. I don't think I could relive that experience I had at Vapefest, but more about that later, I'm sure.
Teaser.
So I heard you turned vegetarian anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And what am I vaping on? Oh, yes. Someone said in chat, does Riyadh even squonk though? Yeah, I do. I've got the Franken-Skull with the Hadley on top.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
And in that, I have found my new all-time favourite juice. I don't know why I'm showing you this because I haven't put the label on, but it's Fluff. Blueberry Fluff.
Blueberry Fluff.
I love the blueberry fluff. I had to go on Craig's.
Where'd you get that from?
Some shitty stand-up fest, I think it was.
Alpha Vape.
Just had Nick.
Alpha Vape.
When only the best will do. That's the
yeah. So that's what I'm on that one, and it is really nice.
Good.
And then I've got another. Oh, I won in the raffle. There you go.
Oh,
I can't pronounce the name. Excellent or something.
Oh, nice. Oh, the ankle.
That's the ankle biter. Yeah.
John had one of them the other week.
Got the wasp on that, and I am actually vaping. You know, Stuart that was on the show before.
Yes.
Yeah, he's released a juice, and I am vaping on Hakucho. It sounds like a sneeze, but it's not. It's actually custard. It's a custard, and I am enjoying that right now.
Are you vaping on Chew? Are you?
Is it?
I can kind of do like a smell thing.
Haku Chew. It's a custard.
Yeah,
it's got the swan.
Got it.
Yeah, it's got the swan on the front.
It's going to be like you're in the room with me.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was quite I thought it was Hadouken.
Hadouken, that would do as well. But that's very pleasant as well. And then on the Pico, with my Nautilus 2. I used to always vape Blackjack, Vampire Vape Blackjack. And I've actually switched to Switch, which is Dale TYV's new 50/50 line.
Oh, cool.
And that's very nice. And basically, it's his at-home dough, but in 50/50 for mouth to lungs.
Yeah, I saw that. He did a load of 50/50 at Vapefest. I was talking to Dale on Sunday.
Well, as soon as we got back, we ordered it, and it's going very well in the shop. I think we sold completely out of Switch already, and that's like 2 days. So
I know you had a good time Switch at Vapefest. You've got to choose the next person you're going to go to. You've got some questions.
Oh my God, this is a hard one because do I pick on Tom, who I know more about, or do I go for Craig? Tom. Yes. Thomas Wood.
Good question, then.
But the usual questions. What did you have for dinner? Yeah.
Yep.
Apart from KFC, what are you vaping on? How's your week been? And when was the last time you looked in your fridge, even though you wasn't hungry, and shut the door without picking out anything?
About 20 minutes ago. About 20 minutes ago, I actually looked at a glass of milk and thought, nah, fuck it, I don't want anything out of the fridge. So it was actually for a drink. This week's not been too bad, thank you. Just been working away. We usually do what you're drinking, you guys. I'm on orange squash, you lot are usually fucking...
Oh, yeah, I've got that. Brewdog.
Usually
drunk. John's usually drunk by now, so you know what I mean. So it's...
Everybody says that, but I don't get pissed that quick. I'm a little.
Yeah, that's because you started an hour and 45.
I put it away.
And I'm vaping on Rockmod's Skunk.
Good choice.
Absolutely love it. Right, I had one of Ryan's V ones, and I wasn't massively impressed. And I'm going to mention it a little bit later on, but every squonker I saw at Vapefest had an MM510 in it.
It was wicked.
And it was like everybody I opened it, looked in the internals, it was an MM510. I was like, yeah, I've got to pick one up. So I spoke to Ryan before Fest and said, have you got MM510s? And if they have, I'm going to buy it because I'm a mech user and they do really hit like a mech. They're the 510s. So that's what I'm on. And I'm on
Can I just say before you go there, I actually picked up one of Ryan doors as well, but I left it at the shop. So maybe next time I'm on.
4 Ryan doors otherwise.
Yeah, Ryan's he does some really, really good stuff. And then obviously he was with Kenzie as well, which was pretty cool. So I did look at some of them. And I'm on a juice called E-Ravers, which is a custard juice from Vape It Easy, and it's started to become my all-day vape. It's an absolute buttery smooth custard. So that's me. And I'm going to go to Craig because I know he's got a mouthful of food. Wow. I want to know what you're having for dinner, what you're drinking, what you're vaping, how's your week been, and when was the last time you wiped it on the curtains?
Oh,
oh
you
God.
lowered the
1996. I remember who it was as well.
Oh, no.
I did it as a joke as well. She wasn't very happy. I really did do it as well. She was really annoyed. Surprisingly. Anyway. Yeah, how's my week been?
Clear that mental image, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, get ready. I've got a few bits.
That's probably just what you said when you did it.
It might take a while. Well, it takes a lot of wiping. It's that big.
The curtain.
The curtain. Oh no, I'm doomed. I'm going to be single for the remainder of my life.
Just admit that.
You talk like that's a surprise, Craig.
Oh no, it's not actually.
I'm sure there's someone out there for you. Can you do a dating service, like iOS dating service next Vapefest or something?
Kind of like, yeah, like a bit like SV, want to trade, want to sell, want to buy, you mean, that kind of thing?
Well, yeah.
That kind of, you know.
Just have my wife just keep putting me back in the trade bit.
Yeah. What's the RRP on here, love? So,
just keep wandering and then getting put back in the trade bit.
It's been really tiring because I'm not getting any younger. So it's like getting to the age of 48 this year. So it's kind of like all that running around and what have you begins to take its toll. So I'm kind of been aching, but I'm talking with my mouth full. It's really uncouth, isn't it?
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Fun.
It usually talks with a mouthful.
Yeah.
That's what killed Grandma.
Yeah. Those curtains didn't arrive like this, like that. You know.
They're just pale green.
Yeah.
Looks like a fucking plasterer's radio.
Yeah. I'm like, roll Farris, me. No, I better rephrase that.
Oh, we've gone to shit.
Yeah.
What do you expect? What do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big Tom on.
I know, yeah. Fucking hell, you've got to remember, they were less professional than us, John. I mean,
that is saying something as well.
Yeah. Yeah, very good week. Tiring, but yeah, very good. What did I have for tea? I've got one of those cheese cruncher things that you lob in the oven for about 20 minutes and a big loaf.
You said cheese cruncher earlier, but I don't know what it is. Is it like just a half-baked loaf?
No, hold on a minute. I'll go and fetch it for you. Hold on a minute.
Okay. I have no idea what was exciting. What's the cheese cruncher?
A what?
A cheese cruncher.
You know, it's one of these. It's one of these.
That's backwards.
It is, yeah. You should get your blue hack.
Is it backwards?
Yeah.
It's backwards, yeah.
That's bizarre, isn't it? Wait a minute. Is that it?
Hey.
Look at that.
I noticed that it was backwards. Oh, yeah, I see why. Because you
One of
Does that come in that pot as well?
Yeah, it comes in a little pot that you can use as a cigarette tray as well.
And what, do you just dip stuff in it?
I've got loads of them on the side. I've got this pile of like these clay pots just like growing all the time because I keep having them. So.
But do you just dip stuff in there? Is that the idea?
Yeah, just get a big focaccia. I've got a big like twisty focaccia thing and I just kind of like dip in it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You did have a camembert as well. I like that with camembert. That's nice.
Oh, I love a camembert.
Camembert and jalapeno loaf.
Good times.
So, yeah, what am I vaping on? Right. Fuck. Right. God damn it. I'm going to have to, I'll race through all of the things. Shall I just go through what I got at Vapefest? Because that's just going to be easier. I'll go quick.
Yeah. Take your time.
No, I'm going to go fucking quick. Right. I got one of those standout stands from, have you seen them? I can't turn it over because it's kind of like, but it's one of them cutout ones, you know, like that. So.
Yeah.
Really good. The standout stands did. So I've got a little one of them because they're all. I've always got Atties lying around on my desk. So got that. Next thing I got on my notes is I got a little SVB.
Squonker.
A little squonker, yeah. I've got a squonker. Go on, start the abuse.
There will be none.
There will. I'm just waiting for Chess to catch up. Just for chat to catch up. Damn it.
Chess.
Chess to catch up. Yeah, and then I got a little drip tip as well. I don't know if you can see this. This is quite cool.
Oh.
Look at that.
Circuit boards.
Oh, did you get that from Sean and Bessie?
Yeah. Yeah. So I got a little circuit board with them. And then I got right, so that's that one. The next one I got is I got one of those.
Half?
I got a half.
I wanted a half. I was
another squonker, yeah. So it's fucking clever shit. I'm not going to take it apart, but yeah, just go and check out Osrix, who does these. Really
go and check out X1 Reviews. He's back this week. Who's done a review on half?
The best hands in the business.
Best hands in the business. True.
They are.
X1 Reviews on YouTube.
Okay. So I've got one of them. Oh, I got a goon as well I got another goon as well. So I've got another Atty, but I've got to figure out a decent call for it. Next thing I got two of these, and there's one on the way to a friend. So because he couldn't make it to Vapefest, so I got him a Prezi, but I got a little rock mods.
Awesome.
A tiny little thing. So I've got one of those. I'm really happy with it. Really, really good. So and the Hussar on top as well, which I've finally got a decent build in now. Kind of got this like Clapton-y thing in there, and it works really well in it. So I'm liking that. The next thing I got after that was I got a Chris Scott mods. I got the KO from Chris Scott.
Very nice. That's the white one. You have to get that in your, for other people watching, you've got to get that in your hand. feels amazing.
It's really, really nice. So, and then there's the little kind of like battery thing at the bottom of it, which is how it connects to the battery. So you slide that pin in, and then just cover the thing up with it.
Didn't he say? He said at Fest he's on future sales he's going to include a few of those pins, isn't he?
Yeah, because it does. That's probably its only weakness is just that little pin when you take it out to change batteries. If you stood around or you're a little bit drunk, then you're going to end up, it's going to disappear. So
you can lose him.
Yeah, so he's done a good job with that. So really liking that. I'll do a bit more on these over the coming weeks, because at the moment I'm just kind of like getting everything settled in and working out what's going on. The next thing is, just 1 second, just over here. Damn it! I've only got the.
Doesn't he look like if you just look now, he looks just like a metal detecting hobbyist.
Yeah. Damn it! Damn you!
Just found another ring pull.
That was the guy you walked up when you were doing the raffle, damn it. Oh, it looks like somebody's just found an ancient body. But I just want to say thanks to the Signature Tips guys who came up to us.
I'll say my little thanks at the same time.
Yeah. So they gave us one of these each. So
I've only got one squonking. I've got two squonking atoms, but one of them's not built for a single mech. So
yeah.
They are really well built. They are beautiful mods then. Really well
push as well. They have to have it that way. You have to have it with the grooves. For me, you've got to have it with the grooves out.
Yeah, that way. Yeah.
It's nice though.
So and thank you to Mark Todd for pointing him in our direction, because he could have kept them all for himself. Then what else have we got after that? I've done the goon. I got the juice from Stu as well. He gave us all like 5 bottles of I am Vulcan or whatever it is, the Vulcan. So I can't read the fucking flavours on these things. What the fucking is? God damn it.
Well, you've got one. I've got you. Let's point out the missing one. You've got Chew.
Yeah.
Ryu or RYU. Neko or Neko.
Neko, yeah.
And Hakuchu. And then I'm missing one.
Oh, you're missing one, are you?
No, it's downstairs.
The one you're missing, I think, is a banana fritter. I think.
That must be downstairs.
Oh, it's called. I like the this one's apt for tonight's show. This one is called Came.
On the curtains.
So I'd thank him for adding to the general kind of gist of this show.
The rest of this show.
Yeah, and then the next one that we got was it was Riyadh's.
Yeah, John Martin didn't receive any because I'd run out.
I'm sorry, John, but it's quite. I got the like, is it blueberry peanut butter and?
It's blueberry peanut butter donut.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
And then you've got the mango donut, and then you've got just a custard, but a nice. Yeah. Well, I say it's nice.
Kindly, Rick, give me a bottle, but my missus decided she'd absolutely destroy it on Monday. Thanks so much for that, Rick.
What about the bottle?
No, the curtain.
Hey! Oh God! Wow. All right, and what's next? Next thing is around about 3 years ago, I did my very first import order from the States, and it was for Vape Kitchen for juice. And I did. The order was for the original order I did. I paid about 200 quid all told for it, because they ended up shipping. It's the first time Vape Kitchen had done an international shipping, and they paid over the odds for the shipping, and I paid over the odds for the juice, and all together, I think I got 150 mils of juice for just under 200 quid. I think.
Wow. Old school pricing.
Yeah, proper had it. So, but my very first order I did, I got some Bad Mother custard, I got Thai mango sticky rice, and I got Irish car bomb, which was like Guinness and whiskey.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's horrible.
Yeah, and it was it's very soily, isn't it? But
not a fan of that.
But the Thai mango sticky rice and the Bad Mother custard I really, really liked. And for a while, they carried. What's that?
It just sunk in. What was that juice called?
Irish car bomb.
That's so wrong.
That's Guinness and whiskey.
There was a review out by a Mr. Big J. The name wasn't great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a big go down. I think it's made for America, you know.
It is. I get that, but you just don't. It was at the time. It's just a stupid. Like we wouldn't call something 911, would we? Gonna go on this.
Actually, no.
Yeah, don't go into that, Greg.
I think he's got legs. No.
No,
don't. Right, but I managed to pick up some Bad Mother custard from the vape kitchen. I got a couple of bottles of this, and oh god, it's really, really, really good. It's almost like that slightly eggy custard that you get with a little bit of spice in it as well. But it's a proper custard. So Mikey Swales was. Oh god, we might have somebody. Hold on, 1 sec. I've got to just get a copy of this for 1 second and put that in there and give that to them. Yeah, it's really, really good. And the thing with vape kitchen stuff is it can be one way or the other. There's no middle ground with them. It's either it tastes amazing or it tastes bloody awful. But that stuff is on the amazing end of it. So it's very strange. Stash get it all right. Vape kitchen kind of get it 50% right, but when they get it right, they do it really, really well. So the next thing that I got was I picked up. This was my whole Hellfire expense because I bought that many boxes, but I got a little whistle tip for my Hellfire So I got a little whistle tip from Hellfire as well, so I'm quite pleased with that. Never had one before, and they're really, really good. So got one of them. I just want to say thank you to Roz for the M&S bag that she threw at me, which was excellent.
Very good, Roz.
Good old Roz. She did a great dance against a wall when she was looking for a mod. She's kind of like shuffling down it with her legs apart, getting lower and lower and lower. So it's brilliant. Yeah, clean coils. I picked some of those up, and I've got one of those in the Hussar. That's what I've got in the Hussar, and it works really, really well. So I picked some of them up.
Loads of those. It's a raffle.
Yeah, it stuck a load of. What was that? What was the thing that you had to keep on saying over and over again? Oh, nom noms juice, wasn't it?
Nom noms. I really didn't want to say it.
Yeah, you just kept on going.
Until I got to it, I was like, fucking nom nom.
Professionalism from John.
It got funnier and funnier because as the list progressed, the spelling got worse and worse and worse of the list, and it was just really funny. The Franken skull. And
Ken's Franken.
And really funny because Julian was behind me, and I think it was just Julian behind me. I don't know. Jed was downstairs. But people keep trying to pass me stuff when I've got a pad in one hand, the pad and the microphone. It's like, what the fuck am I going to do? Fucking hang it in the air. I can't do anything.
It's like, no, you're going to have to unfold it. You're going to have to, and then they unfold it, and then they band it to you, and it's like, no, you're going to have to. Yeah.
Hold on to it. Hold to it.
Yeah. So yeah, I got some clean coils. I got some just from Just Had Nick as well. Yay! With the awesome Shelley and the awesome Eva and the awesome Simon, the awesome Catherine. So it was great. So got
Catherine wasn't there.
No, Catherine. Who was it? I thought that was Catherine.
No, it's Shannon. She was just waiting for us today. Catherine was at a wedding.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, John, they almost didn't accept my Scottish 20, by the way.
I know, it's really funny. I got shown it. It says
and then one of them turned around and says, no, we have to. I was like, yeah, there you go.
There's a real good trick for people, anyone watching. Look at it. Have a quick look. It says Sterling. You can take it.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So, yeah, and then today I got a big package through from rickardmodmaker.co.uk. So,
what is this wizardry? He's away. How does he do it? He's got two ladies working this week. I think is it Annie's sister and his new assistant, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I got some little silicone washers. I got some bottom feed pins for my RTAs, and I got a shitload of bottles as well. So because I'm just going to use those will be the only ones I use. I'm not buying any of that Italian shite. So.
I saw him on Sunday. Now we went out for dinner, and he just went, "Oh, I forgot about this," and he just gave me gave me 2 spare bottles. Went, there you go, man.
Sorted. So, okay. That was bizarre. Somebody was dialing my phone. It must have been Tom.
I think it was Tom. Someone's been trying to call him into my Hangouts.
Ah.
No one's calling me.
Oh, That's weird. Anyway.
Well, look fucking interested then.
I'm listening to Craig.
No, he's asleep. He's asleep.
Say that. What did he say? What was the last thing you said?
Yeah.
Come on.
Said you're a CUNT, but that's about it.
He's not been listening. I think we should do a test at the end. A test.
Yeah.
There will be a test at the end.
Yeah. So, and then the next thing I got was the dish you're on about, the natter. It's like what Jason Statham called somebody who's a bit mad. Natter.
That was sent to me from Amanda, who works for Gaslight Vapor in the US, and that's a Canadian liquid.
Yeah, and it's really good, liking that. And then the last bit I've got
cinnamon swirl, Craig.
Is it what? Sorry.
What is it? A cinnamon swirl?
Yeah, it's kind of Portuguese custard tart.
No, it's a Portuguese custard tart.
It's a bit like that. Yeah.
It's nothing like that.
It's got cinnamon sticks in the background, Luke.
Yeah, there's a tiny, but it's not cinnamon swirl.
Cinnamon sticks in the back. Cinnamon sticks. God damn it! My camera worked really well then. That was bizarre.
What I like, I'll talk bollocks about it now.
Go on now. No, you can talk bollocks now. You're always welcome.
Oh, I was just going to. Well, I tried. I put it on something earlier, and it wasn't what I was expecting at all. It doesn't. It's one of those liquids that doesn't taste as it smells. If you know what I mean. So it smells like it smells like it's going to be a really vanilla-y custard, and it's not. It is a custard tart. You can take. It's got pastry and everything, and it's not overpowering. It doesn't have that horrible tongue coating thing either. I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah.
Today for the coffee.
So the last thing I got, really, that I can remember, there might be some other things, and somebody will probably message me and let me know that I haven't done it. But the last thing I got was from St. Simon of Sawyers.
Oh.
And he gave me a big bottle of cornfields that had it's very well.
That's good. That just makes it better.
So I just want a big thank you to St. Simon of Sawyers, who got absolutely fucking blasted on Friday night.
Friday night, yeah.
He did. He was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when he came in, though, on the Saturday morning.
Oh, I saw it on Saturday morning. He was looking rough as fuck. I went, "How you feeling?" He went like shit. Yeah. I said, "I told her," and then he hit it a bit. He said he was powering through it, and he did. He was all right.
Yeah, did well. The boy did well. So I think that's about all I've got, really. Who's last?
That was it.
Is it you? Is it?
There's only me left.
I thought you'd done yours, John.
No, John asked the question at the start. It sometimes confuses people. Yeah.
Oh.
So, John, how's your week been? What did you have for tea? What are you vaping on? And how many evil stares did you get from Mrs. John over the weekend when you tried to explain to her something about just had Nick?
Okay. Week's been great. It's been really, really busy. It feels like I've not had the one thing that's really good is that Shelley got to experience what it's like to do one of the meets or one of the conventions, because I always, whenever we do one of these, I normally take Friday off. So I go up Friday, then stay Saturday, Sunday, and then come back and I work on Monday. And there's always this accusation from other people as well as my darling wife of, "Oh, you're right, you had a 3-day weekend." And I think, I haven't had a fucking day off. I've just worked all the way through, and I've got a fucking 12-day week. There's no fucking weekend. Because you've got to be in the show at whatever time in the morning. Because we always do this, don't we? When we meet up and we do these things, we always try to be there as much as possible. We're always, if we're not in the convention hall, we're out in the exhibition hall, we're outside, just outside, meeting people, chatting. Yeah. And it ruins you. By Monday, you're totally fucked. And so today she went, "Yeah, all right, that's not a weekend off." You're right. But stepped in on Monday morning and rained down orders. No, Tuesday morning I was back at work, so I get to drive back to Shrewsbury on Monday. And then I thought, it's a really busy day. I'll launch Mojito Punch and Tropical Cactus Punch. I'll make it worse. If you're going to have a fucking hard day, make it worse. And that went off.
Yeah, just punch yourself in the face a few times as well while you're at it, really,
yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, it works.
Somebody, Dave Clement, just typed in chat, Mrs. John made a comment on Saturday to me that John was getting pissed to do the raffle, as if he needed an excuse anyway. I didn't. I wasn't pissed to do the raffle. I had a couple of pints, but now as well. What did I have for dinner? What did I have for dinner? Oh, shepherd's pie. Shelley made shepherd's pie with long stem broccoli. The long stem broccoli wasn't up to much.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of broccoli.
A question to... Oh, how many evil stares? 0. I got none. Because I didn't do that. I've been with her for nearly 14 years. I'm not stupid enough to explain something unless she asks. Oh. No, yeah, didn't get any. Apart from on Monday, there was a packing up issue with the way that the store was packed up. And I went, why the fuck is it packed like that? And she said... I said that when they were doing it, and I went, that's fucking stupid. And she went, I think I said that when they were doing it. So you don't So I got 1.
Yeah. Okay.
What am I vaping on? I'll go for, what should I go for first? I've got the Holmes, is it Holmes V2?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Holmes V2. With LSD.
Wow, that's going to go like... Yeah.
I've just been dripping LSD. With LSD, which is a liquid that Russell Blair very kindly brought down from Scotland for me, and put in my hand on Friday night at the Premier Inn. We were all hanging out outside, and Russell said, I'm going to do the thing that really annoys Mark. I'm going to do an impression of a Scottish person. Russell went, good evening, I've got you some juice. And he gave us juice. And he said, what is it? And he said, it's a fucking strong lime. Thanks, mate. And I said, is it all right with plastics? Can I put it in like the giant or something? Yeah, fucking no, you don't even put it in there, it'll blow up. Fucking.
That was actually quite a good impression.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Mark always says I'm the Austin Powers of Scottish impressions. So like Shrek, basically. I just do it to fuck off Mark. But it's like, it reminds me of Lime Sparkle. I'm going to sneeze.
Go on.
Oh shit! I was trying to
mute
it. I was trying to mute it at the same time.
That was epic. That was just epic.
So I'm going to timestamp that. Yeah, it's like Lime Sparkle, but I actually think it's sweeter. He said it wasn't, but I think it is. It's like a flat lemonade, basically, like an oldie worldy lemonade. It's really
nice.
Lime Sparkle's taking it back.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? That stuff used to fucking blow tanks up as well. Yep. The next thing, I'm vaping this to test it because we were using these as testers. The Just That next door was on over the weekend. We were using penguins as testers. We started off using drippers and then swapped because the lady's having problems re-wicking. So we just went with penguins, and I procured one of these. If Simon's watching from holiday, I just nicked this, I'll put it back. And I put raspberry mint in it because I thought if you're going to try it, if you're going to test something, test it with something you know the flavour of. And Richard said don't clog the coil by using custards. He said give the coil a chance. And I'll tell you now, the coil is shit.
I thought he was going to be really impressed.
No, it's really shit. It's too far away from the thing to the coils. The coil, so the mouthpiece is here. The coil is there. It's like it's here. It's way too far away. I haven't done the hack on this, so it's in 2 mil mode. It doesn't feed. it just doesn't. Sometimes you'll just take it, but I will say it doesn't give you a dry hit. It gives you that, you know, that warning flavourless hit before you're about to get one.
Yeah.
And I swear that they know it. Who makes the penguin? I can't remember.
Elif.
They know.
Joytech.
Oh, Joytech. Because of where the air intake, you're never going to see this, right? I've got my finger on the air intake. It's here.
Ah.
Right here. If you're thumb firing it here, you can just slip your finger up and give it a dry, a quick pull, and it'll come through. They know for that hole being there. They know. Fuck off. Bro. They know that's going to be a problem because you give it a quick try and it doesn't. The other thing I realised is with the air intake there, if you've got more than one chin, I think
Tom?
you're going to block it.
Hey, what do you mean? I've got a beard. This is the reason I have a beard.
It gives you a buffer. Yeah.
It's a hammock for your fourth chin. I've see. The problem is, right? I'm a bit biased towards the penguin because I've never had a problem with it. I've been using the 0.25 coil, and I got it probably. I think it's about a month ago, and I still got the same coil in it.
It's not dirty. It's not dirty. The coil's not dirty. I hadn't had a dry hit. I had the warning dry hit because I'm not dumb enough to take another hit. I can't tell you what coil I've got in it. I've got the 2.25 as well. But would you say for a 0.25 coil, it's not warm?
No, it's not because obviously you've got all that air. You've got Mars. But then some people don't like a warm vape. I mean, to be honest, it's been a big hit in our shop. We've had, one customer come in and bought 4 of them in one shot.
Jesus,
could you quit? I couldn't quit on this because to me there's too much air.
No, I think they are for after the mouth alone.
I'm fine with that, and I will say it works. I'm saying these things because I think we're just trying to be honest, really. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's ugly. I think it's fine. The other thing, there's bugger all throat hit with it. This is a 12 that I normally use. Obviously, in the other thing that's in my handshake, the Vapor Giant Nano on top of the Dacus flask, and the vape, they're leagues apart. You're not even close with what this is.
Yeah.
It's just loads more flavour, and you get loads more menthol or mint with that than you do with that. But I mean, you wouldn't know if you're not.
But you're never going to get anything that will experience that for free.
I totally agree. The difference between a pre-built coil and a built coil is when people have a pre-build and they go, "These are as good as any coil you can build." You're like, don't be daft. There's no point saying that because it won't be. Because I can do whatever. I can just tailor the fucking.
Yeah, but it's a price point as well. You're talking 30-35 quid for an all-in-one unit.
It's a bargain. It is a bargain.
How much is the coils?
We sell ours. I think we sell ours for £2.50 a coil.
No, that's not bad.
Or a whole pack for a tenner. Pack of 5.
That ain't bad. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the penguin. I've been using it for a couple of days. I'll see how long the coil lasts. Last but not least, I will just quick another shout out to Signature Mods because I did show it earlier, but I've got it, but I just haven't got anything on top. And another quick shout out to Stuart and the I was going to call it the pre-release, the Vulcan Brothers liquids. Thank you very much, Stuart. It's really cool. Another quick shout out. Richard Hurst bought these for the Vapefest committee. I know due to my shitty camera, you won't see this, but I did post it on Facebook the other day, which is it's a mod stand from fuck me.
Standout stands.
Standout stands. I sat and chatted to him for years. No way you're ever going to see this. I hold it up like that.
Oh yeah,
but it says UK Vapefest 2017 committee.
That's nice.
And Richard on each, and they're fantastic. I will say. The other thing that was given to the committee, which was just quite funny, I ran over and bought 2 batteries off Torchy for what were a tenner, 2 BTC 5s, no 6s for a tenner, and then the whole committee got 4 each anyway. So but that's all right because it's good for mechs and stuff, so I've been using that. Sorry. Anyway, and the last bit of my name is my Rock Mods from Ryan Dorr. which I've obviously tarted up. It's just a clear box. I've tarted up with that, and I've tarted up with. Oh, I'm going to give some of these away. I'll give somebody 4.
Oh.
I put in UK Vapefest battery wraps as well. Ooh, that's quite good. And in that is the Nata e-liquid. The Portuguese custard tart e-liquid. Wow, I'm trying to think of a thing. I'm going to give somebody 4 battery wraps. Let me just find my superphone. All right, this is for. I'm going to do it for people watching live. And if you just for these, I might be able to do another 4 next week. But I'm going to do 4 tonight. Let me just put.
You're so generous, John. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure what we've done obviously was juice, mods, stuff like that. But
I want to mention about the battery wraps. I got given 2, and I went up to Jed and Richard and said, "What the fuck am I meant to do with 2? I've got 36 batteries." So I spent the afternoon rewrapping all the batteries.
So I've made a thread on iOS called Wrapped. I'll send you vinyls. I'll send you some Shinals vinyls, whatever, and 4 battery wraps as well to UK Vapefest 2017. I know you weren't there, but so just say UK Vapefest, sorry. But it'll feel like you were. So it's only for people who weren't there. Don't be a dick. Just take a selfie of yourself now, and comment. And then I'll turn the thread off afterwards, and I'll pick a winner tomorrow. Just an arbitrary pick. I'm just going to go, you. I really have some battery wraps. That's that. Should we do the news?
Yeah, we've got very little, really. It's going to be just a kind of. Yeah, we've got you. You've got your bit first, haven't you?
I'm going to do. Oh, let me just do. We'll do Vapefest in a second. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to do this Reuters article. Reuters. That's not
Reuters.
Reuters. That was it. I was like, Reuters. What?
Is it Reuters? Who's Reuters?
Reuters. What the fuck is? It's a really boring paper. It's like, yeah, just change your password.
I'm just going to have a quick look at Bubaka.
Bubaka.
Yeah, BBC.
That was good. It was too good. This is really good because it's just off the bat. Reuters aren't that. I was going to say they're not that garbagey, but the BBC has turned into a load of shit and garbage in the last 2 years. And I think they know what sells, so it may just be clickbait shit, and I have no idea. But off the back of the FDA backing away from fucking up e-cigs, this was the headline. FDA to launch campaign against e-cigarette use among youth. We'll have a chat about this in a second. Washington, Reuters, hot on the heels of its proposal to lower nicotine levels in cigarettes. Fucking amazing. Sorry, that's just funny as fuck. The US Food and Drug Administration announced plans on Tuesday for an education campaign to discourage the use of electronic cigarettes amongst youth. The plan follows the agency's proposal last month to both lower nicotine in combustible cigarettes. That's just going to make people smoke more cigarettes. I don't know if you know how it works. If you give people less heroin, they'll just buy more of it. Anyway, the plan follows the agency's proposal last month to both lower nicotine in combustible cigarettes and extend by 4 years the date by which e-cigarette manufacturers will be required to apply for authorization to sell their products. I'm not going to go any more into it, but it's the same bollocks again and again, which is, won't somebody think of the children? Which is so fucking boring. Fuck off. Every fucking week someone does this, and it's just really irritating.
For my own comical value, can you do that again, please, John?
Don't
stop thinking of children.
It's like he's that drag queen panto guy. It reminds me of him. Or Chris someone. What's his name? I don't know. Does the pantos?
But what do we think? I mean, Chris, that's the one. My point. I think I'm at. obviously everyone's endeavouring to do their best to not attract underage people to vaping. That's clearly obvious. But the idea of the FDA to launch it against youth is ambiguous. I don't know what the fuck that means. So I've said this. I think we've all said this on. I think you've said this on VT UK before, and I know we've said it on the IDLO show before. You've got to bring it down to what do you want, and they are mutually exclusive ideas. Do you want children to smoke at all ever, and then use vaping products, or if they're going to do one or the other, which would you rather they did? I mean, it's just such a nonsense question. It really is. You're going to do it, and the more things you put in the way, the only thing this is going to do. Think of the amazing idea that George Bush did with abstinence, his abstinence campaign. It caused teenage pregnancies to fly up like never before. As soon as you make something more, you put more barriers in the way to something, people go, well, it must be fucking brilliant then. Don't fuck each other. But don't just wait until you're married. And even if you weren't thinking about it, you'd go, whoa, there's something on this. I'm going to go fuck somebody. It's brilliant. It just seems just the stupidest thing in the world to make something more. We've proven it doesn't work. We know that no smoking signs make people want a cigarette. If you're a smoker, if you walk past lots of no smoking signs, all it does is make you want a cigarette. I don't know how many times, if I was watching the TV and that fucking advert came on with the somewhere over the rainbow, and I was like, oh, I could do a bit of fag. Did I know the cancer research is not trying to make you do that, but it just made you think, oh, I'll have a fag. Doesn't work. Anyway, that's my ramble. Craig, what's your thoughts on the youth? I just think it's ridiculous.
I can't compete with that. It's kind of seriously. That's like following Led Zepp on stage. That is. It's just pointless, isn't it? You know, look at it. It's just I agree completely, John.
That was really fun.
I just yeah.
We've done it. I know we've done it to death. I just wanted to, just because it was in the news.
Go on, Tom Riyad. What do you pair think?
We're not one person. We're not a singular. So you have to ask a separate.
I thought you had catch-22. I think it's a massive catch-22 because at the end of the day, we have nothing for children. Well, kids to you can't put them into place to stop them smoking if you want to get them onto an e-cigarette because you can't do it because you're under 18. Well, you can't go to the doctor and ask them for an NRT because they're under 18. So sort of we're like, where the fuck do we go? Because I know for a fact stating that it's a taboo that you shouldn't be saying somebody under 18 should be vaping, but what options do they have? There is no options for kids. If we all started
you can prescribe well, I know up until not that long ago, you could prescribe nicotine patches to somebody under the age of 16. Even. I worked with a guy who wore a nicotine patch at school, and he's 20.
Wow, that's old for school.
Yeah, fucking
yeah.
He's really little. To be fair,
yeah.
Felix, they're a bit late bloomers.
They've got a 10-tier school system over there.
Yeah, it's sort of like the media shine of it. Sort of like makes kids think it's cool anyway.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. Yeah. The more illegal, the more scary you try to make something. When they said don't drink, you just wanted to drink.
Yeah, it's like the cigarettes when they said, we're going to make them all so all the packets are white. It's like everybody knows that kids go after white labels before anything else. They're just going to fucking fly for them, aren't they? You know, record shops used to be fucking packed out looking for fucking white labels. That was it. They'd all be in.
I remember, do you know how when I knew that none of it would work? Right, this is when, and I saw this twice. As a smoker, you kind of congregate with smokers. Like you say, all my mates all smoked. The first time, you remember when they first put the white background with the black writing on the front of cigarettes? When they first put the big warning signs on,
Yeah.
You know, smoking kills. And he said, smoking may give you lung cancer. I knew when it was going to fuck up when people were playing Snap with the packets. We sat in the pub and you just thought, you know, someone would go, "Oh, I got lung cancer. What you got?" And they go, "Oh, teeth are going to fall out." And they go, "Wait, lung cancer." And then you thought, this ain't working, is it? No one gives a shit. And then they put the, you know, when they put the graphics, and when they put the graphics on the front, I saw exactly the same thing. 10 years later, exactly the same thing. What have you got? Manky lungs? What have you got? Look at her eyeballs. Gonna fucking fall out. Cool. You're fucking stupid. Anybody who thinks that does shit all, it does not. It's ridiculous.
Damn it. Disease top trumps.
Well, it's what people do. Because what else are you going to do? It's absolutely stupid.
The one that got me was the guy with his teeth, and you were thinking, that's not fucking smoking that's done that. That's the guy playing hide the fucking toothbrush around the house has done.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But
someone made a comment in chat saying, "But you can't vape, but you can join the military at 16," which is definitely true. It's the same way you can have sex at 16, but you can't watch porn till you're 18.
Yeah, totally mental. You can vote, but you can't see a fanny. You can't vote. Sorry. You can join the military, but you can't see a picture of a fanny. Sorry.
It's fucking crazy. It's how fucked up society is.
That is a really, really weird thing. Yeah. Anyway. That is Reuters, and that was my news for the day.
Reuters.
We're going to call it. Yeah. Go through everything you've got. Just do yours.
Okay, right. No, I'll put the first one on the back of your first.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
We'll do that. Next up, Chris Durkin is doing a raffle on SV. A friend of his by the name of Ian got knocked down and killed in Bolton at the weekend. So they're doing a big raffle. I think it left a wife and 2 kids.
I will say it was absolutely, obviously devastating, and Chris had written that up so well. I think everybody's heart went out to him instantly because, you know, I think he'd done a great job of that, and it must have been really tough.
Yeah. So everybody over this weekend, if you can,
I think I'll just add a prize tomorrow.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'll end up getting a shitload of tickets, I think, or something like that. I think so. We're kind of barring on them. Apparently, I think my old Stig Helix that somebody got in the last raffle is going back in again. So that steel boot Stig Helix is going back in again as well. So.
I love seeing that though. I think I had a mod that nobody had ever paid money for. I think it was 300 quid brand new. I don't think anyone had ever paid for it. You know, they'd always bought tickets.
Yeah, it's good having those mods that kind of go around and just So go and help Ian's family out with the raffle that Chris is organising over on SV. Next thing is the Shozza has returned. I've got in.
No, he hasn't.
Well, we can say it because we haven't got a picture of him, but everybody else kind of knows.
Just fuck shit, no.
Yeah. So, but we can't call him his. I can't call him his other name. No, we can't call him that. No. Yeah, we can't call him that. Anyway, X1 vape reviews. The best hands in the business have returned, and he's done a review of the half. Yeah, he's done them. I'm gonna say his proper name one of these days. That'll really blow him out of the water. I bet you any money. I'm wondering whether all the kids watch it. That's what it is. Anyway. Oh God, I'll be getting messages off him soon. And he's doing his reviews again, and they're really good. They're really clear. They're really concise. They just focus on that.
They are really good. Go and find X1 Vape reviews on YouTube and subscribe and go back. And if you've got anything problems you've got building something, his build videos are brilliant. Even if it's something old you've got and you could never build it, have a quick flick through his old videos because you might find that he did it. And X1's always done it with really simple way of doing it. It's text up across the bottom. If you're a fan of who was the chap who used to do the pictures?
Paulie Meatball. Paulie
Meatballs. If you're a fan of Paulie Meatballs, it's like Paulie Meatballs 1-up from that. It's great. Really, really good. X1 vape reviews.
Yeah, because you can take time and pause the reviews and actually read it and actually learn about it rather than just somebody talking and rambling.
Yeah, it's not bollocks. So we did another one at the weekend after a break since last September.
It's a long time, isn't it? What was his last one?
What the one he did the other day?
No, the one before the half.
I can't even remember.
Was it Frank?
It was Frankie, wasn't it?
Frankie, I believe it was Frankie, yeah.
Yeah. So did that.
It didn't enter the raffle the weekend. He thought that was bollocks.
This person has mysteriously 2 different types of hands as well.
Hey, it could be 2 people then.
Handy. Oh, it could be Jeremy Beadle. Sorry.
X1 vape reviews.
I don't know why I said that. That's the problem. You forget it's not just the 4 of you.
Exactly what. So I've just done that, and then I get a message, and then you've just done that, John. I think we're even now, aren't we? I think.
Yeah, I've done worse.
Okay.
You could have said Jimmy Savile.
What? What's that?
Now then. Oh no, it's wrong. Yeah, so welcome back.
Sorry for
so yeah, Vapefest. I think we've got to talk Vapefest. Shall we ask our 2 guest people first?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna pick. Let's pick Riyadh first then, because he slept in his fucking car.
Did he really?
I did
sleep in the back.
That's the way I do things.
We slept in the seat.
I slept in the front and just wound it down.
God, you must have your back must be fucked.
Nah.
You did that last year as well, didn't you, Rick?
Yeah, I do it every year. It's the best way to do it, really, because you don't get cold, you don't get too hot. If it gets too hot, you wind down a window. Right. And you've got the luxury of
wind down the window. Fucking Morris Minor.
Wait, still, what do you? Well, you know, some of us can't fucking drive. I don't know who that could be, but
yeah, it's true.
Some of us are too to drive. Anyway, what was Vapefest? Well, I met up with Craig obviously on Thursday. I got there on Thursday, which is brilliant because you get to chill out a bit before the whole thing.
Yeah.
Met with Craig, went out for some food, and that was about it for Thursday.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. we went to the Bull Inn to get some food because the food there is pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah.
So I said, let's wander into town. So we started walking into town. Then we kind of got in there and it's kind of like looking at the menu, and all you heard was just Riyadh just going, halloumi.
I love my burgers. I'm a huge fan of burgers. Burgers is my thing. Tom's KFC, I'm burgers. It's just the way it works. Right, carry on then. Carry on.
No. You've got to tell the rest of us what happened now.
Well, we got a nice place in Bournemouth called 60 Million Postcards, which is this amazing halloumi burger. So I thought halloumi, right? Halloumi. Saw halloumi. I was just like, Craig, halloumi. Craig's like, I'm paying. So I'm like, right, you don't skimp out here, Rick. Go for one of the more expensive things on the menu. And so I got this halloumi burger. Craig got a 10-ounce steak.
Yeah, I had steak. Yeah, steak and chicken.
Sat down for 20 minutes, looking forward to this burger. This massive stack landed in front of me. I'm like, oh, this looks nice. What?
Hold on.
Oh, that means it's what's in Craig's drawer.
There we go.
We have to do what's in Craig's drawer. We have to set where we're doing what's in Craig's drawer. Okay, the first person on the chat. What are we doing? What rows have we got up?
I think you just do A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay, do A to G. Type A to G in chat, and the first person to do that is we're going to find out what's in the drawer. What's in the drawer? What's in the drawer? Oh, A. Oh, G. Oh, no. That was Riyadh. Oh, Austin Green went with G anyway. Go with Austin Green. I'm going to go with G.
All right, hold on a minute.
What's in the drawer? Craig, what's in the drawer?
I actually invented this game. I feel quite pleased about this.
It's quite good. It's quite good. What have I got in draw G? I've got three. I've got three Atties in there at the moment. You've probably seen these before. I don't know.
They still play. It's like watching a fucking really shit game of Battleship in chat. F9.
G5. Jesus Christ. B F E fucking.
Hey, Richard Sharp just put you sank my battleship.
Hey. Right. First thing I've got is one of these. It was shit.
What's that? Aeolus.
That's the Aeolus Light. Yeah.
That's the Areola line.
Yeah, the Areola.
I know what you mean. Pretty.
Hang on, is that the one with the weird deck that sort of almost reverses the ohms or something like that?
No.
It's one that's really fucking weird. I don't know.
Well, it just looks like that. God, that's fucking clear. This camera's fucking behaving itself today. Yeah, that's the Aeolus. The problem is the fucking top cap for it is as cold as death. So it's just rubbish.
Meh.
So yeah, I wish the V1 had done it right. You know, gone back to the V1 because the V1 Aeolus was just fucking brilliant vape. So I've got that in there. Then I've got the. God, this one's a bit of a fucking quiz for somebody. The O-rings are slightly apart, but I don't know if anybody.
What's that? The No, it's not the Magma, is it?
No, that's not a Magma.
I know, but that camera's shit now.
Yeah, I know. Now I've fucking jinxed it. God damn it. No, it's goddamn. There you go.
I have no clue what that is.
That's I think it's the Grand Vapor Trident, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Grand Vapor Trident.
Like a barrel. That was quite a thing back in the day.
Wow, it's a lovely little, it's an 18mm Atty, I think. Fucking hell, god damn it. Come here. Where is it? God damn. Who's orange a bit? There we go. And that's the deck for it.
Good. You got a build on. You got a clean build on there.
Yeah, quite a clean build on that. Yeah.
Use it now.
No,
it's somebody. Sav K's just puts a Trident V2.
Trident V2. Ah, it is a Trident V2. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it was Grand Vapor, wasn't it? I think it was. They'll let me know. And then the last one I've got in there is a bit of an odd one, really, because this one was like, which was the Nixon V2. I don't know if anybody ever remembers any of them.
Yeah.
Look at this. Sorry, I was just looking at my pipe. I look like I need a flake.
That's amazing, John. That's amazing.
I had an ice cream with a flake yesterday.
Did you?
Good man.
It was nice.
Excellent.
One wasn't enough, no. I had to go back for a doubler.
On the flake or the whole ice cream?
The whole ice cream.
Oh, no.
It was a bit like the Kennedy, the Nixon, wasn't it? Like just
yeah.
Air up,
And,
like, yeah.
Yeah, but what you could do is you could actually turn the base and it closed the airflow off.
Why do you want to close the airflow off?
Because it means you've got airflow.
I'll make it smaller, not completely close it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make it smaller, which worked all right until you screwed the Atty on, and then it ended up tightening itself so much that you couldn't move the airflow anyway. So, kind of like, yeah, nice idea. So yeah, that's what I've got in now. I've got the Aeolus Light. I've got the Grand Vapor Trident. I think it's a V1 or a V2. I'm not sure. And a Nixon V2. There you go. Anyway, carry on with your burger. Anyway, Riyadh, you were back to your,
yeah. We were sat there.
Your burger.
Sat there. Oh, this it's not even worth telling anymore. I think.
No, it is. No, it is. I'm going to start again from the beginning now.
I very much love my meat. Anyway, let's just put it that way. And the worst thing in the world for me is mushrooms. I fucking hate mushrooms. And anyway, this big burger turned up. I broke it down to see what was in it, and it was lettuce, halloumi, and mushroom. A big fuck off mushroom.
Instead of a burger.
Instead of a burger, there was no burger. It was the veggie option.
What?
I ate it, and it was nice. I have to admit, it was nice. I don't like mushrooms, but I ate it. Anyway.
Fucking huge. The whole
How
fucking
the fuck do you order a stacked burger and get fucking veg?
I wasn't of sound mind. I hadn't eaten all day. It's like 5:30.
Did you not send it back?
No, because I picked it. I picked it. You picked something. You know. But yeah, I did eat it. It was nice. Where's Mr. Martin gone?
I don't know. I think his computer's probably rebooted on him. He'll come back swearing or something like that. Where is he? Oh, Richard says sorry. Richard can't make it, but we love him loads. He was going to try and come in from his holiday, but his hangouts are kind of like marks. Here's John.
Fair enough.
I'm back.
Hey.
I'm back.
So that was your Friday night, your Thursday night, and then what did you do Friday, Saturday?
I know Thursday night continued. Thursday night, I didn't get any sleep. We had AD with us, and if Tom knows what AD's like, he just kind of disappears, and he disappeared. And then we had Matt from the Evo tent come over and say, AD's over at our tent, can you come and see him? And we wandered over there, and the next thing we know, it's daylight. So didn't sleep. Friday, what did I do Friday? Not a lot.
Just chill out, really. It's kind of like warming up, isn't it?
Chilled out. Yeah, chilled out. It was a hot day, though, wasn't it? It was really hot.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the weekend, yeah.
Yeah. And then Saturday was brilliant. Sunday was brilliant. As you can expect, it was my first experience of the SV in the UKS tent, actually, on the Saturday, which was really good because everybody was so friendly, communicated, had a chat with a lot of people, met a few new people, a few faces that I haven't seen before. And just mooched about, really. And that's what I love about Vapefest. No one's in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, you could just mooch about all day and just chill, and you can sit down and have a beer and not have to worry about getting to that vendor or that vendor. And, big shout out to, who's the guy that does the squonks with holes in the door?
Ryan?
Ryan.
No. With the
Nigel?
holes. Not the squonker ones. No. All the loads of little. I want to say
Oh, you mean tripophobic? You mean
tripophobic. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I can't remember his name.
Yes, Bradley.
Bradley from Tripophobic, who I've made him a British citizen now. I spoke to him at the weekend and I said maybe your mods are British because they're made here, so they count. They're not actually South African. Everywhere I went at the weekend, I saw Bradley, and Bradley won a prize in the raffle. Then he was down at the pub, and then he was down at the pub the next day. He's such a nice bloke as well.
He was amazing. He was amazing, so helpful. Even because I was because on the Hadley on my Frankie, the actual pin doesn't go in enough, so there's a little tiny gap in there. And he said, "Yeah, I got one of these." So he gave me a Delrin 22mm beauty ring and nothing and stuff like that. So yeah, he was top guy. I have to vote for him for the best customer service. I think
he was lovely. We met him. Thing. I think we met him the first time at Vape Jam. This year. Really nice guy. Yeah, and him and his girlfriend. They were both out.
Yeah, they were both there.
And they're both out Saturday night. And but brilliant, absolutely great.
Yeah. But yeah, that was about it. I just kind of mooched about. I wasn't in a rush to do anything. I've probably done more sitting than standing. To be fair, but all in all, a really, 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 really good show. I was knackered by the end of it.
Yeah.
But,
I'm still feeling it.
Absolutely. Yes. One of the women, I don't know if she's part of SV or what. One of the women that won the raffle prize that you were giving abuse to. Right. On a Saturday night, right, me and Dolan, yeah, you've heard the story, Tom. Me and Dolan thought, right, okay, let's get some pizzas. So we ordered pizzas for the whole camp. I think it's only like 7-8 pizzas. And we ordered it to the gates. So we went to the gates, and this woman that I saw on the raffle earlier that was slightly pissed with the tattoos on her legs.
No, not Paul.
No. She was hovering over her mate who was obviously butted. The security were there trying to help her up. And we got back in the car after picking up the pizzas. And Dolan turned around to me and goes, "She's going to have to get up and stand. They're not going to let her in a taxi if she's crawling." And with that, they picked her up, and she just pissed herself. I was just like, what is this?
Wow.
I mean, everywhere. It was.
Poor girl got away with it right until right that minute, right there.
No, because what happened was it literally happened, John, and literally 2 seconds after it happened, Riyadh was in the car and came round and told all our 10.
Oh, okay.
So it's already out already.
It was. I wouldn't say it's the best memory of Vapefest, but it's certainly up there. It's a fun one. Oh, someone's actually put a name.
Oh no, don't read it.
No, I don't know if it is or not, but it was funny.
Anyway, Tom, you were doing that. You were vending, mate. You were working.
I was working, and I've not been working Fest for last 3 years. But I absolutely love Fest. It is definitely, without a doubt, my favourite show to go to because it is community. You know, as a vendor, we know for a fact we're not going there to make millions and millions of pounds. We're going there for community. We're going to be attending there to sort of show. It's basically best of British. Let's be realistic. It's got obviously best of there's European companies and stuff like that, but it's sort of like the best of British show and stuff like that. So it's nice to go community.
I would say, and I think this is fine to say this. I think putting Bradley aside because he's now a British citizen. But I do find the British stall holders, vendors, get it. You know, they get the vibe generally, get the vibe more. The joining in kind of thing, and there's no, it's nothing to do with competition. It's nothing. It's just.
Well, as you saw, John, you know, we had Paul's kids with a microphone singing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was really. Well,
that's fine.
That was a good mute.
Wow.
Yeah. You had Paul's kids singing on the Sunday. Yeah.
You know, that's what I see it as. It's definitely to see people you haven't seen in months, get together with friends, have a few beers, have a laugh, have a catch up, and if anybody thinks they're going to Vapefest to make a fortune, you're having a laugh. It's meant.
What do you think? There's two. I'll give you two for that actually, Tom. If you think you're going to Vapefest to A, make a fortune, or B, kind of Mr. Famous Big Bollocks, you're in for a bad time because it's not that.
No.
The amount of people, I'm sure, Tom, you got it as well, and I'm sure you got it too, Ryan, and Craig and stuff. The amount of people who just want to come up to you, maybe thank you for stuff you've done in the past, or thank you for your YouTube stuff, or give you a hug, or have a picture with you. Oh, you know what? It's really humbling.
Yeah.
Over the days, it's really nice, and we're all there for the same reason. So that just makes it so much better.
Yeah, you've got
everybody who came up to me.
You've got Expo on that, which is sort of boom, boom, boom. You can't hear a word the person's saying 2 foot away from you, and sort of Vapefest, you can sit down, you can have a chat, you can actually get to know somebody better and actually have a decent conversation, which that's what it's about. It's bringing the communities together to sort of from your lower end to your higher end and just sort of bring everybody together.
Oh, yeah. It's everybody's equal. At Vapefest, everybody's equal. And especially once you get in a pub, you've got a pint around. That's the end of it.
Yeah. I think on that point it's that you make your own adventures at Vapefest.
I really liked that the other day. I think it was Alex, who's on the Vapefest committee, put it up. Alex Stacey, who was talking and said to somebody, I won't name him, but he said they said they didn't have a very good Vapefest, and he said at Vapefest you make it. It's up to you what attitude you come with and everything else. And he said, I'm sorry you let yourself down and didn't make it good.
It is because you go there and it's like, you know, I remember every time I go there, it's different. It's completely different because you go along and there's like a different bunch of people and there's all different dynamics going on. There's different places that you can go to. It's like, it's all there. There's all of these different things you can go and do. One year we were sat on one place, another. You're just making, you know, you make it yourself. Though you have to put the effort in.
Yeah. You have to put your laps in and make sure you go and see people. And you have to, remember faces.
Yeah, if you're going for a stage and entertainment and a boom, boom, boom and free shit thrown off it, you're at the wrong fucking show.
You are, definitely.
Yeah.
If you've got a bag ready for free stuff, you're having a bad day.
Yeah. And if you go there expecting everybody to do the work for you, you're in for a bad time, because you're just going to end up, because everybody will they're all finding their own way around it, which is why it's the best one of the lot for somebody who's new, because you can go along and you'll have a fucking riot. If you just go up and talk to random people, you'll have a fucking great time. You could be smashed on the floor of the SV tent. You could be in town. You could be doing anything. I'll just use
a point that Gus made the other day as well, actually. I think, was it Gus made it? No, I think it was Frank then. I was either Frank or Gus that made it, but I can't remember. And we've done this before, and I've encouraged people to do this in the past. I think I did it with Andy from iOS, who, if you're feeling nervous, but there's somebody that you've PM'd in the past about other stuff, and you've got a relationship, so to speak, with PMs, ask to meet up with them away from everybody else and get them to lead you in, because they won't care. They won't mind if they know everybody already. Find a gobby twat like me, or someone who's casual like Craig, and just say, "Oh, that sounds a bit stupid, but can you walk me in?" It's what because they'll take the glare off, and then it's like walking in with a shield. You're going to be fine. It's going to change your day to make. That takes 2 seconds. And the door, it'll make your day.
Yeah.
You didn't stop, John. No matter the times I saw you in different places, you were always on your feet, moving and speaking.
I know that now. I'm totally fucked from going around and seeing everybody. Yeah, well, but then we tend to do that. Everything we go to, and being part of the committee was just an extra bit of that, and just wandering around. And every vendor, that's the other difference. Every vendor that I spoke to, I walked around. I did a mic check at about 3 o'clock, and we realised we've got this massive problem on the left-hand side of the field with PAs on the left-hand side. Went round. Everyone who I could hear just popped in and said, "You're all right. Can you just do me a favour? Can you kill the music at 5 to 4? Oh, no, yeah, of course. No worries, mate. No worries, mate. Every single one. Nobody went, "Oh, fuck it." They just went, "Yeah, what? 5, yeah, 5 2, yeah." And then when we were stood up on the balcony before I did the raffle, you could just hear the music going off on the left-hand side, just turning off. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing.
Yeah. So I was working with Endless anyway. I was going to say.
Well, I've been with Endless, 8 months. I absolutely love it. It's exactly what it's meant to be. It's a great role, and Paul sort of gave me the reins to do Vapefest, which was really, really cool of him. I organised everything, which was a blast to do, and I did enjoy it. As I say, it wasn't a massive money-making thing, and that's not what we're there for. And I really enjoyed the show because we had. With Vapefest, it's such a different age range to an expo. There's so much fluctuation in ages. As your older generation, you still get sort of like your 18, 20-year-old. You get your sort of Cloudsborough, but you do get a wide range, which is nice, and you can actually conversate with different age range of people rather than just going, "What free shit you got?" or how big can you blow a cloud? I want to have a conversation and a decent conversation with somebody, and somebody that's actually interested and wants to take the time out to sort of hear you, and you want to hear their side. So vending it was awesome. And as I said to Richard, this has been my 5th year, and I'll always go to Vapefest, regardless.
Absolutely.
Always go to Vapefest.
Yeah.
So it's wicked for me. What about you, Craig?
What about me?
Yeah. Apart from picking fucking every skunk that was available there.
Yeah, I got a few. It's kind of like I went from 0 to 6 in 29 hours, I think it was. So he was like, "Oh, fucking hell!"
Your first 2 was on Tuesday night.
Thursday
night.
Thursday night. Yeah, we saw Ryan, so we kind of got dibs on the whole box of all of Ryan's stuff, which was really cool.
I had Tom's in my hand before Tom had his.
Yeah.
Sent me a message. Wanker.
Yeah, I was sat with him and we go wait for his response, and we were just watching. He's like, he's typing. So yeah, I really, really like it because you can just drift off with different circles of people. Because I can't kind of stay in one place for the whole thing. So I can't stay with the same group of people for a long period of time. I like making my own little bit and then heading off and doing just something different. And it's perfect for that because everybody's got different groups. They're all over the place. You can just go and have an hour to walk up, chat to them a little bit, wander off, go and do something else. And I love that because I think it's big enough that you can kind of, it's big enough that everything can change. You can move to a different place and it completely alters Vapefest for you, but it's small enough that you can kind of get back to where you were before and you can find everybody you need to. I just think, you know, just going back to the topic you were saying about, you know, people not having a good time there, though, it's missing.
It's very few and far between, I will say.
It is, yes.
It's like I've seen a 99.9% approval rate, without a doubt.
Yeah, yeah. So that was...
even for the people that turned up on their own, I mean, obviously, I'm very, very famous in the vaping community.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you agree. And I had to actually search out his name because I forgot his name. Bless him. Dale Walker. Dale Walker turned up on his own.
Yeah, Dale. Yeah, but Dale, he's one of those who comes up to you straight off the bat.
Yeah, he came up to me. He goes, "You mind if I hang about with you?" And I said, "No, not at all." And we spent most of Saturday together, just walking around and chilling out and stuff.
Yeah,
that's good. It's nice to meet someone new. Someone that
Schwartzy, just because he commented, he said he just put something in the chat, and he said as soon as you meet up with somebody, it just changes it instantly.
Schwartzy was the one that offered me 50 quid to graffiti Rick's graffiti. Yeah. I don't have...
I didn't say he wasn't trouble. He's trouble.
I don't have those sort of balls, to be honest. There you go, Dale's in there. You made my fest. Oh, thank you, bud. You made mine.
We just got to say as well in there, it's like Bryn saying Craig played catch up. Yeah, I did play catch up. Unless there's the hay glue, you missed the Hafer. What's Hafer? We need more. We need pictures, Rianne. If you've got pictures, we need pictures.
For what?
Well, last year when we were at Vapefest.
What did you say? What's Hafer?
Hafer.
Horses, Fanny.
Hey, fucking hell. That's as bad as that one on VT UK the other day when it goes. Really oh no.
Oh, I did laugh. There's a guy I know called Phil. Yeah, Phil. He's a modder. He does like low key sort of mods, and you know, just sort of Hammond boxes and stuff. And someone messaged him, and this was so harsh. He goes, "Does that have a MOSFET?" And the guy replies to, "Yeah." He goes, "What about a Brafa?" And he replied back with "What's a Brafa?" And no word of a lie, the response was, "To hold your tits in, you pedo cunt."
Rianne sent pictures of it. I'm trying.
The Hafer.
Right, hold on a minute. You got.
Oh yeah, it's a sofa. Yeah, it's a sofa.
Right. Yeah.
It's not the Hagley. You know, you done the Hagley the year before.
Yeah, I kind of got one of those. It's one of these.
Oh, a Hafer.
I think they chickened out of going for the roof thing. That's what they did there. So, but as you can see here, you got Mary and this man here, the sexiest man in vaping.
Oh yeah. My wife's stood next to me.
Mikey, we love you.
When we were talking to Roscoe, my wife was stood next to me, and I said I turned to my wife and said, because Roscoe had been talking about getting there or something like that, and I said, "Oh, this is the bloke," and she said, "What bloke?" And I said, "The guy with the accent." I said, "It's amazing, isn't it? It's Geordie, Irish, Australian." And she went, "Oh yeah." And I said, "And I've already told him he's the only man who can fuck me if he narrates it."
Wow. I bet you'd let him wipe it on the curtains as well, wouldn't you?
Good.
I think
I'm not gay, but I do
on the people not going to Vapefest because the mates don't want to go and stuff is definitely a big thing where people need to really give Vapefest a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't feel like it's kind of excluded. Don't feel like you're excluded or anything like that. It's kind of
and don't do that thing. Don't fall back on that thing of saying, because I saw the couple of people that I saw who enjoyed. They felt that it was like an exclusive club kind of thing, and you think, oh my fucking god, if it's an exclusive club, then thousands of people are allowed in. It doesn't make any sense. I know that feels like you can make an excuse for yourself. You know, you could think, I had a shit time, but I had a shit time because it's an exclusive club and it's who you know. these people, it's just vapors we've got in common. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
I'll do my Vapefest again.
Nah, thanks.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.
I was just
planning, organising.
I was just going to show this very quickly. This is what we built the year before, because somebody was going to. Tan sent me a picture of it, and we built this year before because there was a girl who was with Vapers E who was going to have to sleep in the rain in a tent, and we thought we need to work out a way of being able to get her covered and get her in somewhere where it's quiet. So we went and built that. There you go.
Did she sleep in it?
I don't know, actually. I don't know, but it's amazing.
I like the fact you built it inside a marquee.
Yeah.
You could sleep in that. It's a marquee, you know.
No, because it rattled. The reason why we built the hay glue was
building a house inside a house.
No, because it rattled. So we built that so you couldn't hear the rattling.
Yeah, but the only problem is she fucking suffered way fever, you tight bastard.
Yeah.
And she smoked.
So we built one of those last year.
It's like a pyre and a house.
It's like a wicker.
Oh,
it's like a budget wicker man.
Budget wicker man. So I'm going to go for Vapefest from John's perspective.
Oh God.
No, it's fine. No, I was just going to say because Tom Winter's a vendor this year, and as a committee member, vendor, and also doing the thing, and also just being at the event, do you know what, there's so much work involved in being a vendor at Vapefest or any one of these events. There really is. By sort of Thursday, you've got to try and push like 4 weeks work into 3, 3 weeks work into 1. Sorry, especially when you've got obviously we've got suppliers coming in from the US and all around the US and into the UK, and clearing customs. We had to get this one got stuck in all the core vape stuff got stuck with DHL because they're wankers. And we had to obviously bottle it all up more than I would do normally for stock on the shelves. And so we every single day worked our fingers to the bone, and Eva worked an extra 3 hours a day every day last week, getting it all done, and we were literally worked right up until the end on Thursday. And then we took everything. And obviously throughout the year, I've been speaking to you, the amount of work that the committee do. And I'll take myself as a token committee member, because Richard Hurst, who's not really one for the limelight very much. He can be when he's in the mood, but he's not most of the time. He works his arse off. He really does. They talk to every single one of these members. There's Richard, Alex, Justin. I'll have to name them all. Give me 2 seconds. But they do an incredible amount of work that goes into this 2-day event, which is just absolutely incredible. I'm just trying to work this out. I've got why are people messaging me when you can see me on the fucking YouTube?
Who was it?
There's like 6 messages. They're all at the top. They fucking answer, right? You can look. What do YouTube? That notification is me.
I got one from our friend about X1 Vape reviews, and he just went pissing myself laughing.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's all right. He's had a bit of a tough week. X1 Vape reviews. I hope the missus is better soon, dude.
Yeah.
That's really shitty. Got home and his missus had slipped a disc in her back.
Oh no!
So, yeah, it's fucking dreadful.
Oh, Mrs. X1. God damn! That's all we can call it is Mrs. X1.
Yeah, Mrs. X1. I've got a name, everybody, on the who's been bugging me for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
I reckon it's Richard, Alex, Julian, Richard, Wayne, and Nikki.
I was going to say Nikki was the extra one, but it's Jed, Julian, Mark, Richard again, and Wayne. Just incredible.
Oh yeah, Richard didn't put Jed on his list that he put in chat.
Yeah, I'll explain that later. He did, but you don't know. You just said the name that's not his.
Confused the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Absolutely, they do so much work in the back. You wouldn't believe how much work it takes to put that event on, and it really, really does. And it's every single day, for hours a day, for 4 or 5 months. That just goes round and round and round and round.
Yeah,
and I think they did a great job. And I'm really proud to be a sort of fake member of the committee, because I had so much on with this and work and everything else, and they were so really, really kind to me. I'm not on the committee next year, but I promised to go back and insult people from the balcony again.
You're that shit they kicked you off.
I'm gonna do. No, I had to work. No, I probably am that shit. I think I kicked myself off. It was like, yeah, okay, you're better at me than me.
I particularly like the one very close to the end.
Which one was that? There's
49.
when people tell me what I said on the day, I don't remember them at all. I remember the guy I called a geography teacher, and as he walked past my wife, he was shaking his head, and he just went, fucking cunt geography teacher.
There was one where you said he looks like he digs up human remains.
I do remember that one.
Yeah.
The guy looked like an archaeologist.
Yeah,
but archaeologists don't just dig up human remains.
No, I know.
That's a policey thing. Forensics.
That's a grave digger.
Grave digger. No, they dig the holes to put them in and then fill them up.
Yeah, but they have to pull them out sometimes.
Yeah.
I really also enjoyed being. Well, that was the first show we've ever done as a vendor as well, and we've learnt lessons, because so many people tell me the descriptions of the flavours were missing. I totally agree with that. That's fine. It's just really difficult to put yourself in someone else's shoes sometimes, because I run the whole front end of Just Add Nick. So there's 70 flavours, and I know every single one of them. And so when I'm putting something together, I forget that other people don't know that. And, the staff don't know that what I do. And so that was my fuck up. So my wife was sat there jotting the stuff down. Every time somebody said what something tasted like, she wrote that down. But they all did a great day. And as Tom said, it's not about making money. We're just there to be part of the thing, part of the show, and it was great. It was really good, because we launched 2 new flavors at Vapefest: the Cactus Punch Mojito and the really awesome people's reactions to those things, because they've not tried them before, and normally I don't get to see that because we sell everything over the internet, so I don't get to see what people think. And I was going, it's really good.
I must say, when I can't remember what ATI it was. I tried it in Greg. Was it Uber 2?
Yeah, it was Uber 2. Yeah.
Thursday night I tried that DB blueberry fluff, and I was just gobsmacked. I've not tasted a juice that good in a long time. That sort
of. Scott is really good at liquid. Really
that's my all day.
If you try it, once you've tried a few DB liquids, you can try anything and you'll be able to pick it out, because Scott has this thing that you can tell what it is. What was I also going to do? I was just going to do a quick a shout out, really, to the kids of Vapefest, because I saw somebody the other day knocking the fact that it's a family day. I honestly, I think you've missed the point completely, because the kids that I saw on the day were absolutely fantastic. Everybody, like, if you've got good parents, you're going to get good kids. And I just wanted to say, this is a quick shout out. I'm gonna have to swear, because I think he wants me to swear, so I can't really get around it. It's not my fault. I'm going to blame. So this is young Thomas Clement, who wanted to wear a T-shirt to Vapefest that said Vapefest on the front. He wanted to wear this because he's a big fan of Damien, and he wanted to put cunt across the back to do that. And he asked his dad if he could do it, and his dad said no. But I just a quick shout, a massive shout out to Thomas. He was so awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't Rick's kids get you on the rodeo ball?
Yeah, Rick's kids. They were the next ones on there. Rosie and Tilly, who are both absolutely awesome. They're so delightful. There's a real soft spot for them on the iOS team. Anyway, and because they just before the show starts, normally one of them or both of them come and say goodnight to their dad before we start the show. And so we kind of talk to Rosie, and normally Rosie pops in, but sometimes it's Tilly.
Yeah.
And we chat with them, and they're so sweet. And you forget how well you know. I remember at the end of Sunday, showground to go back to his place with Annie and the kids, and both the girls ran up to me to give me a hug, and I went, "I'm going out to dinner with you later," and they went, "We know." And then it's absolutely delightful. And Eris and Leo, who are fuck me, I'm having one of those days today. Mike's kids, Mike Dacus, his two kids were there, and they were absolutely fantastic. So the point was, really, you have this thing, as we said earlier, the more you alienate children from these things, the worse it becomes, and the more likely they are to do them. If you try to hide them back away, it doesn't work. And I think a field in Shrewsbury, we know it's not going to cause them any trouble, and they're going to have a great time. And Rosie's going to make me ride a fucking bull.
Yeah, and I think the other bit as well is that how many kids go to Glastonbury, and how much mad behaviour do you see there? It's full of kids. The whole point of a festival is to go and have fun with the fucking family.
Yeah.
It's just, so yeah, I think.
And they had a riot. I will say the kids, they had a great time. I think there's a limit when they've had enough of adults talking. But I will say, Rick's kid, Rosie, counted how many times the word fuck was accidentally.
She gave me such a. I said it, and she gave me such a stare, and I had to go up and go, "I'm ever so sorry," and gave her a big hug, and she just kind of like.
Rosie said, "I've been counting swears," and I said, "Have you?" And I said, "Have I done it?" And she said, "Not yet." And I went, "Oh, okay. How many have you counted?" 19 Fs.
So the other bit you've got in your notes was Rick and Stuart from White Liquor.
Oh, Rick and Stuart, the graffiti. Yeah. Oh, so good. Anybody who didn't appreciate that, I sent Stuart a message this week, and I talked to Rick on the day. When you can't do something yourself, because I can't do that, I really think you need to give kudos when it's due. And those two doing the graffiti, the two different styles jammed together was absolutely brilliant. It was great to watch. I kept popping back every so often just to see how far along they were and how far along they were. It was absolutely awesome. Really love seeing that.
He's a talented man, isn't
he? He is, isn't he?
There was a great moment. I was watching Rick do it, well, just because you don't want to disturb him or anything. And there was a guy, I can't remember who it was, who was next to me, and he said, "Oh, yeah, amazing. Where do you think you learned to do that?" And I went, "What?" And he said, "Where do you think you learned to do that?" And I went, "Fucking up trains." He went, "What?" I went, "Where do you think you learned?" "Evening school. It's just been fucking up trains."
Getting nicked for it.
I told Rick that earlier, and he really, later on in the day, and he really laughed. It's totally true.
Mark Todd, because obviously the other thing was that we had Mark Todd, we had Damien, and we had the Bonner. The Bonner as well. And Mark's reminded us, the motorcycle display team.
Oh, yeah. And he took it back.
Yeah.
He laughed at the idea of a motorcycle display team, and then when he went over to see it, he went, "I take it back."
Yeah.
I take it back. They were really good, and the kids really liked it, and the kids really liked the radio and stuff like that. What else were you going to say? Oh, I will say, do you know what? The Bonner can still stop traffic. When I was walking along, I was walking down the far side, and there was just everybody was just bunched up, and it was because Scott was there. I will say, why am I being nice to Scott? Because he was looking at. Anyone who's seen Facebook this week, he posted up a conversation he had with his wife, when his wife said, "What's that guy's name again?" And Scott said, "Oh, it's John Martin." And she went, oh, yeah. And he said, I always remember it because I always think Johnny Lee Miller. And his wife said, his wife just went, the forehead. That was the only question.
No, I'll give him a massive shout to Scott. Because that's the first time I've ever met Scott, and I
was it really?
on Facebook. Yeah, that was the first time. And Scott came up to me when I was in the marquee, and he went, Tom, and shook my hand, and I just went, Scott Bonner knows who the fuck I am.
We had that moment last year.
Scott is a massive influence to me doing where I am in the industry, because I started reviewing because of Scott. I loved watching Scott. Oh, Scott did a review on a juice and it was pina colada. And he went, "But it tastes like pina colada." And fucking me and Damien just pissed at that review for fucking months upon months upon months. And he came up to me, shook my hand, and said, "Hi Tom, can I take a picture?" And I just literally fanboyed. I might as well be Justin Bieber, a little 12-year-old girl. I'm like, "Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll take a picture." I've got the biggest fucking grin on my face. Taking a picture with Scott Bonner. I'm like, "He's fucking Scott Bonner." So I'll give a massive shout to Scott, because honestly, I really fanboyed, and he's such a fucking gent.
He is.
I even remember at the weekend, it doesn't matter, like the committee, they're just sort of just milling around doing all their normal thing. And we happened to be all sat outside, and somebody went, "Scott's here," like that. And everybody was like, "Oh, Scott's here." Yeah.
Just the speed it went around the site as well. It was just amazing how quickly the word went around. It's like, "Scott's here somewhere," and there'd be groups going really quickly from one place to another, kind of like trying to find.
Because for me, every time I say this all the time, but it is totally true. I count Scott as a friend now, because we've been speaking for like well over a year now, and obviously Mark as well. But these people are the people that I used when I first started vaping. I used to watch them on YouTube, and Scott stopped me smoking. And watching Mark, I was gonna say, watching Mark help me build. I thought, fuck me, if that shit works, I could do it.
I'm not gonna lie though, I couldn't take my eyes off Scott's teeth though, like that fucking pearly whites.
So good. It's that, yeah, but you say that, but it's that thing. Whenever everybody, you know, sometimes in the past with Scott's old teeth, but who used to make a remark because you didn't know him back then. I was like, "Fucking twat you in the face with a fucking bat, you cunt." Because there's only like 2 reviewers in the UK, but yeah, it was great. It's always great to see. I harp on about it, but you know, obviously, Mark and Scott are like vape royalty to me always. So
you do fanboy the moment you see him. You go like, your inner fanboy kicks in.
Can't let it. My wife could when a little while ago. Scott sent me a message about asking how to pack. Because we was going to Venice for the weekend or something. And he asked me how to pack. And I answered it and then put the phone down. And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And my wife went, "What are you doing?" And I went, "Scott Bonner just asked me how to pack for holiday if you're vaping." And she went,
I think
what does that even mean? I was like, "I don't give a shit." It's amazing.
Yeah, I think if you want in that sort, you don't sort of appreciate it. And when you do see like Todd, and they are the fucking originators.
I think it's the same with Damien as well. I mean, Damien holds core. You know, Damien owned that fucking SV10. He was fucking brilliant all weekend, really, and he did a really good job of getting all of the beer together and everything.
I think I missed. The problem is because I was busy doing like committee stuff. I walked it the first when Damien got there. I shook his hand. No, I didn't shake his hand. I gave him a hug. Gave him a hug. I did a couple of laps, did something else. I was back about 2.5 hours later, and he was absolutely shit-faced. There was no. Was he really? Ground.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I walked in the SV tent probably about 10:30, 11, and I saw Damien. Damien was at the bar, and as soon as I walked in, he went, "Black Sambuca." Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Are you talking about 10:30, 11 in the morning?
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, you're having one." He said, "I can't. This diet."
That's why he was well. He was about 19 feet to the wind when I saw him.
One person you haven't mentioned, who I'm sure is on your list down there, is meeting Flitzy.
Oh
Flitzy!
Yeah.
Well, because Flitzy stayed in this room the weekend before Vapefest. He was here. He stayed with me. And he stayed with me 2 nights, and I took him alien hunting.
We took the piss out of him for that. That guy is an absolute legend and can take so much shit.
Yeah, he's great.
I think I stood there for half an hour just taking the mickey out of him. And from what I saw, he enjoyed it. I don't know.
He really did. He really did. And I said to him, he was so appreciative and so nice. And we must be winding towards the end. I took Flitzy out last Saturday night to Eva, the lady who works for me. Her boyfriend plays in a band. And he was playing at a local pub, and the pub is as rough as arse. And I thought, take Flitzy there. I wanted to see him in a proper pub with a band on. And so we were by the bar. Me and Flitzy were by the bar. I think we just got our drinks, turned around, and a bloke who'd got a vest on, he'd got his girlfriend next to him in a really tight skirt, nothing left of the imagination. He turned around to Flitzy, he went, "All right, mate." And Flitzy went, yeah, I'm good, you? And he went, "Yeah, I'm all right. Feel her arse." And he went, "Sorry?" And he went, "Feel her arse. She don't mind. She loves it. Feel her arse." And he went, No. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. She don't mind. Grab a handful. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. best fucking pub experience. Like, yeah, done. Stamp. Yeah, we tried to get as many. So we had a fish and chip supper on Saturday night. We went down the pub. Next day we went to Rendlesham. Then we had Sunday dinner in a pub, and he had Yorkshire pudding for the first time ever. He had cups of tea all weekend, obviously. And then he had Marmite. I had some Marmite in the evening, and he didn't hate it.
Whoa, proper Brit.
He was blown away by British chocolate.
What, it actually tasting like chocolate?
Yeah. There was a couple of things that really got him. Mint Arrows, which was really good. Oh, I'd have to tell me what the other. Kinder Bueno. It turns out, give an American Kinder. I did say this is German. It's not English. But see what you think. And he had a bit of Kinder Bueno, and he went, "What the fuck is this? It's fucking amazing! Oh my god!"
Chuff did the same. He sat there one night, I think Chuff did, and he ate bar after bar after bar of that stuff. He was like, "This is like crack."
Yeah, it was amazing. Flitzy, that was because Flitzy doesn't eat fast or very much, but he just pounded a Kinder Bueno.
But isn't the chocolate in America sort of almost not savoury, but less sweetened?
It's got a taste.
It's just naff. It's just not chocolate.
Yeah. And I remember we had an American dad.
We're basically just talking bollocks about chocolate.
No, this isn't chocolate. This isn't chocolate. I was actually dating an American bird. She came over. Anyway, she turned out to be a dwarf. Didn't want nothing of that. But anyway, she wasn't actually a dwarf. She was very small. Anyway, so she just couldn't believe the fact that our cheese was an orange, and I was like, "Well, you dye yours." She goes, "No, it's I don't know, it's just
orange cows,
orange cheese."
Oh,
would have thunk it.
We didn't get to get him any cheese. I should have thought of that. There you go. There's one I missed. Cheese. Right. Yeah. I think we're about the end. What's your cheese and chocolate? I think
Tom had something to say as well, didn't he?
Yeah, go on, Tom.
I've got 2 things. I just want to say a massive thank you to Mark Ski. He's always a fucking gentleman to me. I absolutely love that kid. He's amazing. He's such a good kid.
No, it wasn't that, Tom.
I know, but I've got something else to say. I know exactly what you're saying. I just wanted to say a big thanks to Mark Ski, because I was going to get it in when you was talking about people, but
no, it's good.
Anyway.
Cool.
But the second thing is I wanted to mention about Paul Curtis from Zeus Juice. His missus passed away today from cancer. She was battling it from 2012. And she did pass away today. So if anybody could pass on their regards to Paul, I'd probably really appreciate it.
Cool. And on that note, we'll just mention the last 3, which are, all the best in the fight to Dave Groves and to Lee Ash.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I think Lee's got leukemia and Dave's just got all sorts of bits. He's just But Dave, loving to bits.
It's still funny as shit.
He
still
is.
Makes me laugh my arse off. He pulled the best jokes the other week. Somebody said how much they'd lost weight wise in the last few weeks. They said, they'd lost 6 pounds. He said, I've lost 10 kilos in the last month. And the guy said, oh wow, what are you doing? And he said, chemotherapy. Amazing. That is the best answer ever.
I don't know what to say to that.
It was so funny. I nearly died. Yeah, I thought, if you're going to do it, go for it. It's really funny.
Yeah. And then the last name of all as well, which was Kevin Magwood. Everybody kind of, Rianne doing their announcement as well, which was epic. So, So I hope we raised enough glasses for Kevin over the weekend. So.
Yeah, I think so. He wouldn't have wanted anybody upset. I know that.
He wouldn't. Yeah,
as I said to Dave at the funeral, don't cry because Kevin will only take the piss.
Right. Anyway.
Oh, one more thing.
On that somber note, we're going to do another one more.
One thing. Fuck ICOS.
Yeah. We're just going to mention this very quickly that Riyadh has now gone viral. He has actually gone viral.
25. If I would have thought speaking to a sales rep would have made me famous, then I would have done it years ago.
Yeah. Well done.
And there was something there was anybody go over to Riyadh's page and find the video that the people are talking about, which is a guy trying to sell one of these
heat not burn
cigarette things, which we've taken the piss out of loads of times on the show. They're bollocks. It's a dry herb vaporizer. It's old tech. It's been out at least 5 years, if not longer. It's nothing. It's no tech. It's
but
not.
The sales banter is epic, though. The sales banter is brilliant. So it's kind of
as Riyadh tears it apart. It's definitely worth watching.
Yeah. So anyway,
good night, and we'll be back next Thursday at 9 p.m. with more stuff like this.
And thank you very much, Tom, and thank you very much, Riyadh, for coming on, mate.
What is it? Whenever I come on this show, my favourite ones are never here.
What? Damn it! Damn it!
Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching the Ideal Home Show. We'll be back. I'll see you next Thursday at 9 p.m.
You got it in there.
I did. Bye.
I don't know how to leave. I don't know how long to leave the button now. I haven't pressed it yet.
Press it. Fucking press it.
Press it.